Hi everyone, this is Crafty Decor and I hope you're all doing great. So today's Dollar Tree craft with me is a fall decor item or DIY that I'll be making. I'm really excited about this one, and what's more exciting about it is that this is a craft that although there are many items that I'll be using, it's something that I'll be able to use all year long and then change it seasonally. So when that's the case, I don't mind having those few more items and spending that little bit more because my dollar is going to be stretched all year long. So let's jump into the supplies of everything that I'll be using to create this. I have the gigantic craft sticks, this Hello Autumn decor sign, this wooden plaque. I have 9 of these MDF square tile decor pieces. I have 4 packs of these 3 on each pack pumpkin clips. So I have 2 packs in the white and 2 in the orange. I have 3 of these wooden crates, some nail polish remover. I have some Dollar Tree acrylic paint in the color Burnt Umber, and I also have some Dollar Tree Chalk It Up chalk paint, magnetic buttons. So as you can tell, everything is from the Dollar Tree. This is the 12 pack, and that's exactly what I will need. I have this package of tags that I already used. It is open, but I only need one of the tags. So these are the chalkboard tags. And I believe that's everything. So I also will be using my hot glue, possibly my E6000 glue, but I don't think I will need that. And that's it. So without further ado, let's jump into this tutorial. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so to begin the DIY, I'm gonna start gluing some of my pieces together. I'll be starting with these MDF decor tiles here, but before I glue them together with my hot glue, I'm gonna take my nail polish remover and I'm gonna remove the writing on the metal. I'm going to glue my pieces together, and I'm going to glue them in 3 rows of 3 and then glue each of those rows to each other. Now another thing that I also did was I removed the hardware on the back, the hanging hardware. I only left the one at the very top in the center so that if I want to hang it from that area, then I can do so. And of course, I will keep that hardware. This way, if I ever want to add it to any other DIY project, it is a nice type of hardware. So all my tiles are glued together, and I did have a broken craft stick in my pack, so I just went ahead and cut it in half and then used that stick and then the half of another stick to just give some extra support to the back. I also went along each joint and then added some extra glue just to keep this nicely secured together. Okay, so next up I have my wooden crates, and I'm just going to hot glue them together side by side. I'm gonna go ahead and paint my wooden items, my crates, my wooden plaque here, and 4 of the gigantic craft sticks. So I am using the burnt umber, and I will paint the sticks with the burnt umber, but with the crates and the wooden plaque, I am gonna water the burnt umber down just a bit so that it looks more like a stain. And once this plaque has dried, I'm gonna take my Chalk It Up chalk paint and just mark out a rectangle here on the top of the plaque, because I do want it to look like a little bit of wood is seen. So then I'll just mark it off and then paint the inside of that with the chalk paint. I'm gonna work on my pumpkin. So I'm just going to take that clip in the back, I just turn it and it comes right out, and then I'll take my hot glue and a magnet and then just glue the magnet to the pumpkin until all of my pumpkins have a magnet. I'm taking 2 of the gigantic craft sticks with the painted side facing down, so that will be facing the front. Here I've turned my piece to the back, and I'm going to glue the 2 gigantic craft sticks on that center tile. So it'll go on each side of the center tile in the bottom row, and I'm just bringing it up to the top of that tile and gluing it all the way down. That other half of the gigantic craft stick that I cut at the beginning to place for support on the back, I'm just going to glue that right on top of that bottom one to hold the 2 longer gigantic craft sticks together. Some more hot glue. I'm going to place it on the front of the craft stick, and then I'll center my crates to the top piece, and I want to make sure that I go over the bottom of the craft sticks, and I'm just gonna glue that in place. Obviously, I've made a tic-tac-toe game, and it can be used as a beautiful farmhouse decor piece as well. I'm loving this already. Now, if you wanted to make this, you could definitely just stop right here. You could place your pumpkins in the crates. You could personalize the front of the crates. You could use the chalkboard tag and just personalize that and hang it on the crates and change it up for every season. Add different items for every season, but I want to go one step further. I want to add something at the top to finish it off so that I have the wood on the bottom as well as the top, just to balance it out a little bit more. So I have my other two gigantic craft sticks, and I'm going to glue them in the same way, only at the top. And then I will glue my plaque, again covering the top of those gigantic craft sticks, just like that. Now, once I've done that, I then will take my chalk paint and just chalk out a little piece so that if I want to personalize it, I can definitely do that. But then I'm also going to show you how I will use the decor piece that says Hello Autumn to incorporate that into this piece as well. Cut another gigantic craft stick in half, so that's 7 that I've used for this DIY, leaving me with 3 for another DIY. And I'm just going to glue this over top of that top half craft stick that I glued down previously, and then the other half I'll just place it at the very top for some extra support. So I've decided to switch something up with the DIY. It was actually my original idea for the DIY. I went to the Dollar Tree to purchase the chalk letters, and when I got home, I ended up putting them away, but I was not able to find them when I was ready to do this DIY. So I just decided to go with the chalkboard tags because I already had them on hand. But when I went downstairs in my basement to get some more glue sticks, I ended up finding the chalk letters, which I was super excited about because this was my vision for this decor piece. I really love these chalkboard letters. I think they're a great size. I like how they stick up from the crate, and I think it's pretty cool because they are chalk letters, so if you find some colored chalk, you can really get creative in changing up the letters. I mean, think about it for winter if you had to make them like a candy cane. I think that would look really neat. But I mean, the possibilities are endless on how you can decorate these letters. So I'm really happy that I found them. The only thing is that you get 26 pieces in a pack, so that's only one of each letter of the alphabet. So because I needed the 2 F's and the 2 R's, I did have to pick up 2 packages. But I think it's worth it because I can just glue these on and keep it up all year round, and then change the items that I use for inside of the crate, and then I can also personalize the top of this piece. So really happy to be able to use these again. So I have one last step to finish my DIY. Now, if you like this DIY and you want to make it for yourself, this next step may be optional for you. So being that I have the plaque at the top here, you can use that to personalize this piece for every season, or just write whatever funny little saying, whatever you want on there, being that I did use the chalkboard paint. But I want to have another option, because when the Dollar Tree comes out with decor pieces like this that are lightweight but are so beautiful, I like to incorporate them into some of my DIYs, and this being one of them. So I will say that I forgot to account for the 2 magnets, one that will go glued to the wooden plaque and then one on the back of this. So if you are going to make this, when you go to purchase your magnetic buttons for the back of your pumpkins, I said get the 12 pack because I used 12 pumpkins, but go ahead and grab the 14 piece, not pack, sorry, the 14 piece instead of the 12 piece of the magnetic buttons, so that you will have all you need to do this DIY. I did have a couple extra on hand, so I'm just gonna go ahead, glue one to the wooden plaque and then one on the back of this decor piece, and that will be it. Once I've done that, I will put it all together and show you what it looks like hung up. Hey guys, so here is my Dollar Tree Farm Fresh tic-tac-toe board, all ready for the fall season. I absolutely love how this turned out. So here in the bottom, I placed some of the pumpkins. The others I've placed on the board, and I'll probably just leave it like this for decor. And then if me and my kids want to play a game of tic-tac-toe, we can just remove them and begin the game. But for the purpose of decor, I think it looks really cute set up this way. I went ahead and added some Excelsior on the inside. And of course, the chalkboard letters here were such a great find. I really like those. The tic-tac board itself is very farmhouse with the burlap and the metal. And then going up to the tippy top there, the sign with the chalkboard paint on it, so that I can really personalize it for the seasons just by writing something in, or of course finding Dollar Tree signs, since they have so many nice ones that they come out with seasonally. With the addition of the magnet there, I can easily attach one of their signs. Now I have to say, with this sign, there was a little mishap. The magnets that I used, the size that is, they were not strong enough to hold the box up. So the box ended up falling and part of it broke apart. But that was okay because I actually like it better. I ended up taking off all the sides and just re-gluing the magnet onto the back of the front of the sign. And I just took a piece of sandpaper and sanded down all the edges, and I really love how it looks. I did like this sign because of the face of the sign, the Hello Autumn, and then of course those pumpkins, which I'm almost thinking that I may take some of my chalk paint and paint these pumpkins to match the pumpkins in the sign, because I really love the light orange and then that green. It's so pretty. So I may end up doing that. But again, I just really think that the sign this way looks so much better, because when it was a box, it was just sticking out too much, but this way it sits pretty flush. And I think it looks really good. So it really was a blessing in disguise. But I really love how this turned out. I love that this can be a piece that I can keep up all year long, and then of course change seasonally. I think it'll be a lot of fun thinking of different items. Like I think for the summer it would have been really neat to have the succulents, 2 types of succulents, and then have them as decor. For the spring, of course, the eggs or butterflies, flowers. The possibilities are endless. And then of course for fall I have the pumpkins. And then for winter time I was thinking, when the Dollar Tree brings the stag heads, if I could get the copper ones or the silver ones. They also had white ones, so I could choose from those 3, and then I could add those, because I do love the cabin feel as well. And I do have quite a few stag heads around my house, so I thought that would be pretty neat too. Or you could put candy canes or little snowmen, really with the ornaments that they come out during Christmas time, the winter season. You could really do so many different things for this piece. So really it is a piece that you can have a lot of fun with in many ways, to decorate, but then also to play and enjoy with family and friends. Well guys, that will do it for this DIY. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video if you can. It greatly helps my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love and appreciate it if you did. As always, you guys take care of yourselves, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye-bye.